Hello, good morning, everyone. Um, Recently, a lot of people have grown interest about Bitcoin because of the recent pump in price, because of the recent pump in price of Bitcoin. And I got to discover that a lot of people are not aware that there are there are different ways for you to acquire Bitcoin. You can you can either buy Bitcoin from an exchange, or you receive Bitcoin as payments for goods and services. But the way of acquiring Bitcoin that I want to talk about today is Bitcoin mining. Now, first of all, what is Bitcoin mining? What do we know as What do we refer to as Bitcoin mining? Bitcoin mining is one of the ways that you can acquire Bitcoin for yourselves without buying it and without receiving it as an exchange for goods and servicing or services. Bitcoin mining refers to the process of digitally adding transaction records to the blockchain, which is a publicly distributed ledger holding the history of every Bitcoin transaction. Now, uh, to explain this in sort of a layman's way, when you make money transfers with your bank, they are sometimes charging you 10 naira, they are charging you 25 naira, or as the case may be. Now, these charges go to your bank. This money that is collected in transfer charges, when you are transferring your naira, it goes to your bank. Or but with Bitcoin, with the blockchain, it is not so. Nobody is in control of the blockchain, so the technology is a decentralized system. What happens is a lot of computers or computing hardware all over the world contribute computing resources to the blockchain to authenticate and record Bitcoin transactions. These millions of computers around the world connected on a um, peer-to-peer network. They are the ones that ensure that the payment network or method is secure and trustworthy, right? So when I transfer Bitcoin to, example, Mr. Lagbaja, and I have to pay transaction fees of some Bitcoin, that transaction fee, that Bitcoin, actually goes to the miner that authenticated that transaction, that digitally recorded the transaction. Now, what to mine Bitcoin, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to authenticate any transaction. The only thing you just have to do is that your computer or your hardware just has to be part of the peer-to-peer network that authenticates these transactions. Now, in the early 2000s, when Bitcoin mining was just kicking up, a lot of people use their computers, use hardware, their phones, their laptops to mine Bitcoin, and it was pretty efficient because there were not a lot of people who were doing it. There were not a lot of people mining Bitcoin, but as the mining of Bitcoin got more popular by the day, it became, with a lot of people coming into the Bitcoin mining industry, Bitcoin became more difficult to mine, because as it turns out, the faster your computer resource, the faster you can complete the calculations and the faster you get rewarded. So if you are using a slow PC, or the specs of your hardware is not as advanced, you discover that you'll be mining Bitcoin at a slow rate. But if you are using something advanced, you discover you mine Bitcoin at a faster rate. So over the years, right now, the people are even using gaming PCs to mine Bitcoin. There are special hardwares created and built just purposely for the mining of Bitcoin. So how do you how do you get to have Bitcoin from mining? Now, using hardware, last year, a friend of mine introduced a browser to me that I use on my computer and on my phone. As long as I am using that browser, my hardware, that's my phone and my PC, becomes part of the peer-to-peer network, and the browser helps me mine Bitcoin using my computer resources, right? But I discovered it wasn't fast enough. It wasn't mining at a very fast rate. Mind you, I am going to put the link of the browser uh, in the comment section of this video, right? I'm going to put the link so that you can also download the browser. It's just basically like your Chrome browser, but let me say it is a Chrome browser that can mine Bitcoin, right? If you are somebody like me that saves your passwords on your Chrome, all you just have to do is anything that works on your Chrome, maybe your add-ons, your extension, you will not even notice that you are not using Google Chrome, right? It's called the cryptotab browser. The cryptotab browser helps you mine Bitcoin while you are using your device. But the method of Bitcoin mining that I have discovered that is more efficient is cloud-based mining. Now, with cloud-based mining, um, you have resources, you have a computer dedicated to you on the cloud that helps you mine Bitcoin 24/7. When you are sleeping, when you are awake, when you are in the bathroom, it is mining Bitcoin for you efficiently. And I got to discover that when you invest in cloud mining, when you invest in cloud mining of Bitcoin, you can conveniently hope for a 20% return monthly on your investment from Bitcoin mining, right? And it is pretty efficient. You don't have to do anything. All you just have to do is buy resources on the cloud, right? And you you are in the Bitcoin mining business. You accumulate Bitcoin, you can withdraw from the wallet or from the accumulated Bitcoin, use it to buy goods and services. You can transfer it and convert it to cash through exchanges. I have tested different cloud mining platforms, and I can strongly recommend that you use OXBTC. OXBTC is a cloud mining platform that allows you to mine Bitcoin without using your computer resources. That means your mining of Bitcoin has nothing to do with your computer. It is cloud based, right? All you just need to do is buy resources in what we call the Bitcoin farm, right? Like, okay, it's like people come together, they buy very very fast computing hardware to help them buy Bitcoin, and you have resources allocated to you. You are only charged what we call electricity fee, because Bitcoin mining consumes a lot of electricity and computing power. So you just get to pay electricity fee. You buy the hardware, right? After you buy the hardware from OXBTC, which is cloud based, right? You buy the hardware, and from your proceeds, from the money that you accumulate, it's from there that your electricity fee is charged, which is a very, very, very tiny percentage of your Bitcoin proceeds. You will not even notice that you are paying electricity fee. So I will be dropping a link for you to register on OXBTC and start mining for Bitcoin. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section and I will put you through. Thank you very much.